Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you are. I know we have a lot of people from all over the world that watch us. So welcome in, everybody. Welcome to Meyers and the Mouse. Hope you all have had a good week. Been an interesting week.
It has.
A lot of stuff going on in the Disney world. A lot of stuff going on in our world. Been kind of busy week. Been kind of crazy. But it's starting to slow down. So that's awesome. Welcome in, everybody. Let's see. We've got Mike Polito here. Jonathan Chung had to step out, has family lunch today. So Jonathan, we'll catch you on the replay. Rachel's here. Good afternoon. Lena from Paper Scissors Vacations Oh My. Make sure you guys check her out. Is here. Mike Polito. Stevie Lee's here. Hello, Miss Galaxy. Laura, how you doing? It's good to see you. Thank you for making coffee for me last night. I appreciate that. Pearl Manhattan's here. Michael Riley. Donna Anderson Folan. Hey, Donna, how you doing? Anna. Oh my gosh. Hio. You're not helping me.
Sorry. Reading. What?
I don't want to butcher Anna's name.
I would just call her Anna.
Anna. Hi, Anna. Maybe
Hi,
you
Anna.
can spell it out for me so I don't mess it up. I don't want to do
That's
that
awesome.
to anybody. Christine Hickman's here. What's going on? Tracy, hello, sir. My friend, it's good to see you. Alyssa Stenberg's here. All right. And Mike Wheeler. What's going on, Mike? Hope you're feeling a little bit better. I know you've been under the weather lately. So be right back. Going to post this in Brandy and Dave's chat. Yeah, I know Brandy and Dave are live right now. So I know if you guys are over there, no worries. It's okay. Catch us on the replay. Not a problem.
Absolutely.
If you do pop over there, make sure yesterday was Brandy's birthday. You say happy birthday to Brandy. Captain Akron 27. What's going on? Great to see you. So, guys, we're going to talk about some news that kind of came out this week and a few other things. Right?
Yes.
So should we just start with the big elephant in the room?
I don't know. I don't care. I've been refusing to talk to him for the past hour because I want him to get the
Full force of what's coming.
True mama response to the information of which he gave me this morning. So, and I'll tell you, if my eyes are really green, it means I am over the top passionate about a situation.
That would be correct, and we're in trouble. So once upon an adventure.
Eyes.
Hello, what's
Mama
going
has
on?
Crazy eyes.
Thank you for being here. Oh my gosh! So let's kind of start with.
Oh,
what's that?
I
What?
didn't expect you to do that.
Well, you kind of want to be able to talk about it, right? So let's talk about ticket prices probably going up. Let's start with the ticket prices. Ticket prices are probably going to go up again in October. Now it's still rumor, but with the 50th anniversary celebration starting sometime about that time, things are opening up.
Why is everyone talking about tacos? It's raining tacos.
I have a feeling that Dave said everybody over here to say taco. I just kind of what I'm thinking about there.
That's
so
awesome. Shocker. Prices going up.
Brandy and Dave taco. I told you it was Dave.
Nice.
Hi guys, welcome in.
So is that what they're fixing us for lunch today? Is
I
tacos?
don't think so.
Ooh.
It's their son's favorite food, tacos.
It
All
is.
right,
It's Mama's favorite
everybody's
too.
popping in. Dave sent me. Yes, I knew it. Okay. Yes, taco. You guys are awesome. Brandy, I hope you've had a wonderful birthday and your husband bought you a 10-day trip.
Yes, ma'am. Did he?
I don't know, but I told him to.
You should practice what you preach there, baby.
It's not your birthday. Anyway.
Today it's your birthday.
So ticket price
My
increases.
birthday too.
Oh my gosh, ticket price increases. So again, another hike on ticket prices. I don't think I'm too worried about things where what is this? Is this your soapbox? Soapbox. Help me, people.
This is Mama's Disney soapbox.
Okay, so ticket prices going up.
Beware.
I don't think I mind it when ticket prices go up a little bit and they continue to gradually go up. That doesn't bother me as bad. I understand it's a company. They're still trying to make money. Yes, I know Disney makes a lot of money, but they're putting a lot of money back into the parks. They just bought all that land that we talked about
for the mystery.
For the mystery project that might be a new park that we talked about on the Dreaming with the Mouse on Thursday. But here's my problem with it. They're talking about overhauling the Fast Pass system the same time they're going to raise ticket prices. And the new Fast Pass system, now these are rumors as far as all this is concerned, but right now, some of the interviews that have been had by the new person in charge of Disney World, some of the things that are coming out of it are expect ticket price increases and a possible overhaul of the Fast Pass system. That overhaul may include
crazy eyes
paying for Fast Passes. I know. Everybody calm down. I'm not happy.
Mama's
about
got you. This big old mouth, it can talk for all of you.
If you're going to raise prices and then turn around and make me pay for Fast Passes, not only pay for Fast Passes, but possibly even change some of the ways that you would get Fast Passes, as well as you're going to possibly change the Disney app. So at D23 last year, they announced of a Disney Genie app that may be replacing My Disney Experience. And if that happens, it would probably coincide with this change. Everybody's going, no, I know, right? Lena, yes, it's they're looking at a similar like Max Pass system where if you were to buy a Fast Pass package, there's a potential for this. And again, this is rumor, but this is that's what's being talked about. And some of this is coming from some interviews and some reading into what is being said about it on these interviews, that you like buy a package. You buy the Cinderella package and you get these Fast Passes and this dining reservation. And so you will buy packages as to what you want to do and maybe have the ability to drop one of those Fast Passes for another Fast Pass in the system. And a lot of this has to do with they're not sure. There's holes in the current Fast Pass system. There are loopholes and people are using those loopholes and it's creating problems that they don't know how to fix. And they have honestly said that they don't know what that they can't fix all the loopholes or all the problems. So Team Marie Photography, welcome in. Isaac Nail, welcome in. Karen Kirk, hello. Yeah, not cool. If this is something they do, so they're going to raise ticket prices and you're going to make me pay for Fast Passes, and they're talking about you may not be able to possibly book them as far out as 6 months now as well. That being said, because they believe the newer generations want experiences that are on the fly, on the go, and they can they can just walk in the park and go, I want to Fast Pass this, I should get a Fast Pass, and not plan their vacations. They're more of a I want it now type generation. So Disney is recognizing that, and that is also part of the drive to change the Fast Pass system.
So before Mama jumps on the soapbox, do we get to say hi to everybody in the chat?
I thought you were already standing on a soapbox.
Well, I'm going to be sitting on it in about 2 seconds.
Yes, I've been kind of trying to keep up with it. Yeah. So,
Lena, you're so sweet. Thank you so much, honey.
Hashtag Mama Mouse Soapbox.
Yes. Okay. So here's my deal, Pickles. Mrs. Galaxy, I got your message. You're so sweet. So here's the deal. I have issues. In the article that I read, I have issues beyond the issues I have with you and the stuff that I'm knocking on the floor. So in the article that I read, it said that this would seem like a ridiculously absurd idea to seasoned trip goers but that apparently Disney does this all over the world with their other theme parks. Fine. What this one says that they're possibly doing is they will keep the free fast pass system, but you have to go to that ride and scan your ticket in order to get a fast pass for that ride. If you want to get up in the morning or be however many days out from your trip and you want to get on to use the app for your fast passes, that is going to cost you an additional $15 per person per day, which gives them the capability of booking fast passes straight on their phone using the Disneyland app. This is in California. So anyway, here's my issue with this. Disney. We're already talking about the most expensive family vacations you could possibly take in the universe. There are families there that are killing themselves to get the once in a lifetime opportunity to go to Disney.
Very true.
Okay. They don't have the money to be able to fork out the additional $50 or $15 per family member when you're probably going with the whole family and the extended family and their extended family, which means you can have like 20 people with you. Seriously, Disney. Okay, so here's what it brings me to. The rich, not going to affect them. Fine, whatever. Here you go. Here's more money, Disney. Here's more money. The people that are busting their tushies to get there and the people that receive the most magic by being there, they're taking away from their experience. I remember when I went to Disneyland every single summer.
Here we go.
When I was a kid. Y'all didn't see that. I remember only getting to ride 2 rides, park open to close, because the lines were so long. We literally stood in line the entire day. Oh, that was magical. I remembered how magical it was. Okay, why, Disney? Why? You're hurting the people that need the most out of the magic. I mean, I'm not saying that rich people don't ever get any magic or that they don't deserve any magic. They work hard for their money too. But I'm thinking about the people that are not going to get this chance again. I mean, why, Disney? Why? I don't get it. I do wonder what they're going to do with disability passes, because I think if this whole situation changed, the disability pass thing's probably going to change. That just seems logical to me.
It may.
And, are we going to tell those kiddos that are staying at Give Kids the World, oh, I'm sorry, you only get to ride 2 rides today because you had to stand in line all day? Kidding me?
Okay, so take a breath while I read chat real quick.
And don't be telling me to be no family friendly today, because I'm likely to get a little psycho, crazy eye mama thing going on.
So Once Upon Adventures says there are some people that like the old paper system, but without the paper part. Yes.
We talked about that in the car.
All right. I see that Joey's best bud is in here, and just so I change the subject for just a minute. If you did not
look,
see,
I'm like shaking. I'm so.
This is going to be a fun afternoon for me.
Crazy
can you tell?
eyes.
So,
Wait a minute, what did
Joey's
Lisa
best bud's
say?
in, and
Keith.
so
His name's Keith.
yes,
I know
not
this.
Lisa.
I know
Need
this.
help.
I'm on a roll.
So, how did the prom go? I see Joey be
Yes.
smiling for months. He looked so excited. It
He
was so
was.
cool. Everybody
I
chanting
was
for him when he came
legitimately
in.
crying, sitting on the couch, tears running down my face, crying as if he was our own son. It was wow.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was
It was
very,
so
very
touching.
cool that you guys
So,
shared
so
that with
touching.
us. So if you guys haven't checked it out, make sure you go to It's Joey's World and check him out.
That was their first live stream, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I loved it because
their
Joey's
official one.
in his tux, and everybody that walks up to him, he's like, here's my card. This is my channel. Make sure
He
you
was
follow.
selling
I'm
it.
like, dude.
He was selling it.
It was
awesome.
fantastic. I loved it.
So
It was
really
great.
cool. Thank you for sharing that with us. That was awesome. Yes, we do love Joey. So everybody's saying, preach it, mama.
Yeah,
Truth, mama, my trip. This is Pro Manhattan says, truth, mama, my trip in April has been funded by my oldest children and a gift from my son-in-law's parents. It will probably be my son's only trip to Disney. And so it has to be very magical. Is it going to be perfect? No, but don't add things to it that make it harder or more difficult for people to enjoy themselves. We're already paying a lot of money just to walk on the property or to stay at the property. Don't make us pay for fast passes. If you want to sell packages like what we were talking about, the Cinderella package or whatever you want to call it, you want to sell that package, I'm okay with that, but don't take opportunities for people that may not be able to afford it. If you think $15 a day per person for a four-person family, what kind
of family are you in?
And let's say they've been saving for 2, 3, 4 years to go on this trip, and it's going to be a 10-day trip for them. That's $150 a person. That's going to be $600 more on their trip just so you can ride the rides. I have a hard time swallowing that. Plus, you're going to raise the price sometimes once, twice a year between now and then as I'm saving money for my trip. I'm not too cool on that. If you want to sell packages to people, sell the packages to the people, but don't take away the people's opportunity to get free fast passes and plan them 6 months out and all that. And I know there's a lot of controversy. Some people say the fast pass system has created more lines than less lines and things like that. But you got to remember that there's people that are showing up and they're going to be there 5 days. That's it. 4 or 5 days, the only time in their life they're going to be able to take their families there. And this is a way that those kids get to ride. I want to ride that one ride. That's it. That's what I want to ride.
Oh, Lena, actually, no. Make-A-Wish is for terminally ill children. It is Dream Factory.
Actually,
that is not for terminally ill.
Actually, Make-A-Wish just changed last year. They are doing both.
Oh, okay.
It's not just terminally ill children. It is both.
Okay.
It used to be before last year. It was exactly what you said. But they just changed that. Yep, they do both now.
Good, that's fantastic.
So I think that's really cool because they're both great organizations, Make-A-Wish and Dream Factory. Dream Factory is who we went through, and then Make-A-Wish was terminal.
It is. I don't know how that got brought up, but I just noticed.
Okay.
In there.
Yeah, she said it just changed. Yep, yep.
2% less.
So
they don't lose as much.
Maybe they should set aside a certain number of tier 1 fast passes for the day of and gradually release them in the day. Once upon an adventure. That's a great idea. That's what they do now.
Yeah.
It is a great idea, but they are doing that now. Typically at midnight before the day, they will release another set of fast passes. So tonight at midnight for tomorrow, they will release another group of fast passes. So they do give people still those opportunities to get in there and get those fast passes. A lot of people didn't know that, but they do.
So Stacy said that the deal is that they keep raising the price and people keep paying it.
I'm all with Once Upon an Adventure.
What?
Well, then I'm annoyed with those who take them all before I get them. Yes. Absolutely. I love it.
This is true.
Mike Litter says, like Corey said in his stream, just because they're not staying at the resort, they can't get fast passes 60 days out, and we can only get them 30 days out, and cast members can only get them 7 days out. That is correct. Tracy Glenn says, plus some of the fast passes are not worth a fast pass. They only made them fast passes because of the tier systems. Really, who would fast pass Beauty and the Beast show?
Right.
I agree. I've never had to use a fast pass for Beauty and the Beast.
No, and we've always sat first, second, or third row center stage.
Honestly,
every time we've seen it.
Pirates. I've never really had to fast pass Pirates. I've always been able to go at certain times where you can get in there and you can get on that ride and not have much of a wait at all. Sometimes it's a walk on, especially towards the end of the night. Kelly, can you please read my Anthony? Let me see if I missed it.
Mike says it's for prime seating, and yeah, I can see that. Like especially with what is that fireworks show that I don't.
Phantasmic.
Okay, Phantasmic. For people to get prime seating for.
Anthony says, Momma Mouse, honestly, that's why I prefer Universal Studios for a family of 4 or 5 people. The annual passes, you pay a total of Florida residents for $752, $900 for a package of annual passes. I agree with that.
Now,
Except
Universal
for-
doesn't have a fast pass system, right?
I don't remember if
Is
they
that
do
right?
or not.
Do they have a fast
But
pass system?
I will
No,
tell
they don't.
you that my only thing about Universal is I can spend a day there and I'm done. And it's just maybe it's just me.
I enjoy interacting with the characters.
And I will probably spend most of my time
kind
of
of my
that day in Harry Potter land. And then after that, I'm kind of like, I really don't want to hang out with the Simpsons. It's just me, but they do have Express. That's right. It was called Express. That's right. I remember we've been there twice. We enjoy it. We don't mind going. We really end up going really more for the Harry Potter experience because it's a great experience. They did a very, very great thing there. But I don't know. I'm just more Disney than I am Universal. Disney is currently having issues with the Fast Pass system for March 4th. It keeps changing Millennium Falcon's Fast Passes to the Muppets and releasing a multiple experience Fast Pass.
That's fantastic.
Well, if you don't have one, you need to go get one while that's happening because you'll get a multiple experience Fast Pass in return, which means you can turn around and get back on.
I don't know. The Millennium Falcon.
You get to go to the Muppets.
The Millennium Falcon and the Muppets are so similar. Yeah. I could totally see how Disney would get it confused. I'm just saying.
The top tier hotels at Universal have Express included in the room cost. Okay.
In the article that I read, they were going to do the same thing with Disney
World that they're doing at Disneyland, basically. Yeah, there's
if you're
these
staying
are rumors.
On property, then
folks, these are rumors. Nothing is confirmed yet, but I would probably say if I had to be a betting man, you will see those two things happen in October. You'll see a price hike, and you will also see a new Fast Pass experience or change. And you're probably going to see the Disney Genie app at that time as well. I wouldn't be surprised if Disney does do like Universal and you have to stay on property to get it. Spencer Moore, I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of surprised they haven't done that sooner, to be honest with you. The only problem with Harry Potter, you need 2 park ticket for the same day. Yes, Tracy, that is true. So if you want to do both parks on the same day, it can get pricey. That's probably another reason why we don't spend more time. Now, I will tell you with a military pass, we're able to go to 3 days of Universal for the price of 1 day. That's the military veterans price. You're silly not to, if you want to go there 2 days, you're silly not to do the military ticket.
Huh. Maybe they should just release all the tier 1 the night before, let the Battle of Crashing MDE app begin.
That's a great point. Once Upon an Adventure, I wonder if they're looking to get it where there's a large portion of those fast passes available same day. How are they going to keep from crashing systems when all those people are trying to do it? I mean, I know when we were trying to get our boarding passes for Rise, that was crazy. We're all standing there. There's 7 of us, 8 of us standing there.
Along with 8,000 other people.
Doing this on our apps, along with thousands of other people standing there. We're all doing this. And of the 8 of us, 2 of us got fast passes or got our boarding passes.
Yep. I never did. I never did get
I never did get in. I never got it. I couldn't even get the thing. It just spun. And it was very frustrating. So when are you going to do the fast passes when it's the entire park, like at Magic Kingdom, trying to do that? Mike Polito, hi. How you doing, buddy? Tracy Glenn says, I'm not military. I know. So it's pricey for 2 park deal at
Universal.
As a Florida resident, actually. Well, yeah, here's the thing you got to remember, Anthony. Most of the United States does not live in Florida. So these people are paying, $130 for a 1 day, 1 ticket to Universal, and a 2 days, like $180, I think, for if you're not a Florida resident. It's pricey. So, and you're talking about 2 parks. It just gets very expensive. I mean, you can easily, for 2 days at Universal, when it was the 5 of us, it was an easy $1,000. Easy. So just to go to Universal for a family of 5 is a grand
Oh,
for
Steve's,
2 days.
speaking of, Steve's about to go on Rise.
Is he? Is Steve alive right now? I didn't get to. I don't have
know.
anything in front of me.
I never got a notification.
Awesome. Glad Steve's going there.
Any type of change, people are going to freak out. So, and I guess if they keep the free option, with that, you're going to run in the park door and run to the ride you want to get a fast pass for, and because you have to do it at the kiosk for it to be free. So you run to Mine Train, and then you're going to run over to Space Mountain, and then you're going to run over to, in order to get your 3 fast passes to be able to ride later in the day.
If you want to continue,
I'd be giving you my
fast
magic
pass.
band and saying, "Be gone with you."
Yeah, I know. You can't make it
This
that
girl
far.
cannot. Yeah, I just can't.
Mike Polito, every time I go, I check the old firehouse out there. I still love it walking through there, looking at the patches, and I really wish they would bring the firehouse, the fire truck back, and the fire department, Mickey Mouse Fire Department shirts back. I really do miss it. Anthony says, Kelly, actually, if you had a snowboard residence here in Florida, Anthony.
A what?
Anthony.
Snowboard.
If I could afford a second residence, I would probably just live in Florida all the time. But he says, you considered a Florida resident, even though you only live in Florida for 5 or 6 months a year. Correct. Yes, I do, but I don't have a snowboard residence. Tracy says, we paid for a 2-park 1-day ticket for Universal. Won't do it again. Islands of Adventure is worth it. Studios, not so much. 2 rides and 1 takes you to the other park. Right. I agree. I think that is the downfall. I think that was something, if you think about it, Universal is very smart about, because now we've kind of forced you into buying both parks.
Some seriously good marketing.
Should be less lenient on people who arrive late for their fast passes too. There's a window of like 10 minutes, if I remember right, just in case. But
I mean, beyond the hour.
I will tell you, if you were in this ride and this delayed you, stop a cast member and say, hey, because the ride went down for 15 minutes. I've now missed my next fast pass. Is there any way you can help me? Ask. What's the worst they're going to tell you?
Sucks to be you.
No. I mean, you'd be surprised how many cast members.
Snowboard.
Yeah, see, 10 to 15 minutes typically they'll let you in. That's right, Joey's best bud. So I was supposed to say snowbird. It's not snowboard. I was thinking snowbird, but I just didn't know if there was another name for it. So Tracy Glenn, yeah, that's what I checked about when pricing Universal. Yeah, it's just that way. Love speculating. Maybe they will have a hotel app and fast passes can be booked there. You just never know what they're going to do. But I will tell you, I would plan, and we have some friends in the chat and some friends that watch us that are literally booking their trip out 3.5 years from now. Mm-hmm. And because it's taking everything they can to do that. So when they raise those prices and then they add in another, $300 in fast passes for 2 people to go, they got a plan for that now. And for some people, you add another $1,000, that's another 6 months maybe for them to save. And it's just, it's frustrating. Swaggy says, also piggybacking on ticket prices, mostly everyone has to fly to Florida in a hotel. That's at least $2,000 for a family of 4 for 5 to 7 days. That is correct. So you're already, I just, if you want to do a family of 5 for 7 days, you better plan on 10 grand. And that's just not reasonable for people who make $30,000 a year, $40,000 a year.
Tracy says, off topic, how was the parade? Are you talking about at the
we didn't
the villains last night?
No,
or Chiefs?
The Chiefs parade.
Oh,
so okay. So we're gonna get off the topic of fast passes. You okay now?
I'm fine. I'm just irritated.
It is irritating.
So if the Disney CEO would like to know what my opinion is, I'd be more than happy to share.
Be nice. So let's talk about, Dance with Goofy says, I'm glad I don't like rides. It seems so much of a pain, more than it needs to be. I don't want it to be a pain. I want to go enjoy my,
it's fun though. It's worth it.
My opportunities. So the parade, we did not get to go to the Chiefs parade. Tara did though. She did get to go to the Chiefs parade. I was teaching a class that day, so I was unable to go. It was good. She said it was a good time. Cold, very, 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 very cold. We did go down to Union Station where the parade was. If you saw on any of the news media things or any of the pictures you've seen, it's the big building that's got the big banners in front of it, is Union Station. It is our train station downtown. It's very, very old. It's very, very beautiful train station. And if you look at our Instagram page, you'll see pictures we took. They have these huge deals in there that show that said Kansas City Chiefs, world champions, and all that kind of stuff. So it was pretty cool. Tracy Glenn and Mahomes in the beer catch was epic. There's also, he threw a football and the parking meter took the guy out, which I'm sorry, it was pretty funny.
Oh
So
God, was it ever funny? But Tara saw the word. Were there two different situations where someone tried to drive their car through the barrier?
there was a drunk person that before the parade started, long before the parade started, decided they were going to run from the police, and in the process ended up on the parade route. No one was hurt,
No.
but it was
No,
not
the
cool.
police handled it beautifully.
Swag says
Beautiful.
Bob Iger doesn't want to feel the wrath of Mama Mouse. Also, congrats to the championships. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much. I enjoyed mine.
I will be
Eagles, fly. I bet.
100% respectful, 100%. But I wouldn't hold back how I feel and how I feel that it's going to affect the working class individual. So bring it.
And that's where the money really is. You've got to keep those people in mind. That's where your money's coming from. It's not coming from the top end people. It's not. Kelly, I get to meet you guys in 5 years when I go to Disney and I can hang out with you guys. That would be awesome.
Absolutely.
We'd love to meet you, Michael. Written rules over the verbal.
What?
I think they're talking about the residency requirements. And
Oh, okay.
so
We're kind of flipping back and forth.
yeah, I know.
was confused.
I know. So what else was there? Was something else we were looking at here.
50th anniversary.
That's where I think they're going to start that celebration in October, and so that's what you're going to start to see. We were going to bring up, because I don't know about you guys, but they're laying railroad track rail
What?
back again.
There's a mass shooting happening in Thailand right now.
Oh Lord.
Why do people have to be crazy? People, take your crazy and go home.
We need to just find a big
Oh,
island
my
and just
Lord.
leave all the crazy people there. All right. So thoughts and prayers to those family members out there. That's horrible. So railroad.
Anthony, that's how the pass was when we were there several years ago with Taylor on his Make-A-Wish trip. So they did that way. Sorry, but he's put it in there twice, so I wanted to respond.
No, it's okay. Looking at the so basically they're laying railroad trail tracks back down, and they've almost finished the berm. So where the Tron ride is coming in at, remember they went ahead and they pulled all the rails. They did it all the way up almost to the train station there at the Magic Kingdom entrance, but they're starting to bring in rail. They're starting to load rail or lay rail back down, which is really cool, which means train may be coming back sooner than later, which is kind of exciting, right? Everybody kind of is missing the train. You can see from the monorail where they put some barriers up and they've kind of dressed it up now as you're turning from the Contemporary into the opening of Magic Kingdom. And I know last time we were there, we got to see that, and it looks really nice, but I'm excited that the train's coming back. Are you excited about the train? It's been a while since we've gotten to ride the train.
I don't remember anything about it, so.
So here's another rumor that's going on, and that would be cuts coming to the Disney Hollywood Studios is in basically because in March you've got the new Mickey's Runaway Railroad coming. The word is that the Galaxy's Far, Far Away could be coming to an end very soon, and then they're going to just move all that stuff because with the crowds and the opening of the Runaway Railway, they're just probably going to eliminate Far, Far Away. So that show that goes on during the day, the Star Wars characters come out and they kind of play the
lasers
music and but it's, you know, the daytime shows what we're talking about. Yeah. Kelly, don't forget how to speak. It sounded like you almost lost your tongue there. Yeah, I'm struggling. Uh-oh. Tracy Glenn says Steve cracked his screen when he dropped his phone. Oh, no.
No.
Okay.
Oh, is he monetized?
Steve, yeah.
Oh, guys, you got to go. And yeah.
Yes, with the disability pass here and Disney, you go up to the greeter and scan your thing and give a one-time, come back, and you go through fast pass lines. Yeah, yep. My aunt and uncle live part-time in Florida and they still have an Ohio ID. I can get residence passes. That's cool. Phantasmic Chronicles.
Well, yeah, because you just have to have a bill. You have to have a utility bill or something like that. I think we were told.
You have to have what? You got to be able to provide proof that you have an address there, just an ID, right? So yeah, that's the deal. The other thing I will tell you is the character meet and greets are also slimming down. You're probably going to see Mike Wazowski from Monsters Incorporated not out as much, and Bo Peep in Toy Story Land, and probably Frozen also from the Pixar place will not be seen as much. So those are some downsizings going on. So here we go. This is where I get crazy. We're going to downsize, pay more, and no, come on, Disney. Don't run us off. That would be bad. Don't run us off. I know you got stock shareholders that you have to please because they need a profit. And last quarter they were flat. Disney was flat.
But they had just built 2 massive overhauls into the parks with the
but they've been open
Galaxy's
that
Edge.
first quarter and they expected to see a spike.
Well, maybe they shouldn't charge so much.
Now attendance has gone up in Hollywood Studios. Attendance in the parks itself has gone up. But they
went up in Animal Kingdom when they put Pandora in too.
I know.
It'd be all right.
According to our guest services at Walt Disney World, you have to have a Florida ID. That's according to guest services, correct. There can be other forms of identification that you can show or mail that you can show that shows that you have a Florida address. There are other things. So,
Donna, that's what we were told as well. Is what you have.
Disney Everett 198. What's up, Everett? Hey, Kelly and Mama, congrats on this championship. When's your all's next trip to Disney?
That is the question of the hour.
It truly is.
I was really hoping we could announce on the stream like now, but I don't think we're going to be able to. So some experiences slimmed down at Rise of Resistance. So that's something that was in the news this week. I don't know why it's in the news. Even when we went back in January, the second week in January, we were seeing that the ride was down and we did not get the A version. I was like, what ride are you talking about?
Rise of the Resistance.
It was still absolutely amazing. But I don't care if Kylo Ren was standing up or if he was face planted.
There is really a B version to the ride, and we got to see the B version. So I'm looking forward to that. Tracy says next trip when Kelly runs the Star Wars 5K. You're the 5th person to try to get me talked into running this 5K. I don't think I can get into the Star Wars run though. I think it's pretty much done.
It's done. It's booked along with any hotel accommodations, from what I understand.
Anthony says, Kelly, since this is the Chiefs' first Super Bowl championship in a while, were there a crazy amount of property destruction like happened in Philadelphia?
Oh, no.
No.
Mm-mm. Kansas City has way more class than that.
But yeah, nothing against Philly.
Just one drunk psycho guy. That was it.
Nope. We just had a guy that was running from the police that ended up on the parade route. Right. Other than that, no property damage.
Ran into a pole and knocked himself silly. So
we don't burn down our town when things happen or flip cars or doing things silly like that.
Tracy says we're staying off site. Yeah.
I can imagine. Joey's Best Buy says, we all missed the Kylo animatronic. Yeah, I know we did. That was crazy.
But I think if you hadn't seen if you hadn't seen it on the stream before, you never would have known.
Yeah, you wouldn't have known
any of the wiser.
It wasn't like it was a hiccup or anything.
I thought it was just a version of the ride because you could see Kylo Ren in the spaceship.
Yeah.
And then he took off. But anyway, excuse me, it was pretty cool. Chief's Kingdom is 100% classy. Yes, ma'am.
So that's kind of some of the news we got for today. I mean, I think the biggest thing for me is they've been talking about the fact we've all heard it that they're probably going to raise ticket prices this year, but I think they're gauging it just simply around the 50th. And the fast pass thing, I don't know. I mean, sometimes you can try to fix something and break it worse than it is.
It doesn't matter how tall someone's soapbox is. Disney's going to do what they can do because people are going to pay it. Until they can't.
Until they can't.
I don't know.
I mean, if I were to tell you, hey, a 7-day ticket's going to cost you $1,500 a person.
We wouldn't go. We couldn't. No.
Yeah, it just gets to a point where couldn't. I mean, honestly, I don't think we'd be able to have started our Disney journey had we not had things like military discounts.
Mm-hmm. So true.
And you got to remember, our kids are 23, 21, and 14. They're not the small kids they were the first time we went, where we scraped and got gifts from my mom and got gifts from your mom.
And we would share meals, so we didn't spend too much money.
Yeah, we'd buy a whole pizza
and then we'd share drinks, and we were.
I don't want pizza. You're eating pizza. That's it.
We really skimped by, but the girls remember that.
So magical.
Forever.
It was so magical that kind of hooked us.
These were their first eaters. Y'all remember these from Disney? That's what our girls got for ears.
Mike Plato wants to know how Taylor, Tara, and Michaela are doing. They're doing very well. Taylor, we just had another doctor's appointment Friday. Things look great. We got some different braces hooked up for him. So things are doing really, really well. So thank you for asking, Mike. Six Hand Spice family, what's going on? Right. Disney is pricing out large families going. Pretty much if you got more than 4 kids, it's a huge jump from a family of 4 to a family of 5. Huge jump, whether you guys
we tried that.
Have been there or not and dealt with that. I will tell you, a family of 4 goes a whole lot cheaper than a family of 5. It is a huge, huge jump. Now, Disney tried to offset some of that by their economy resorts having 5 people rooms. That was something they didn't have 3-4 years ago. You had to go to a moderate if you had 5 family members. That was all there was to it. So it's kind of Mama, what is your prediction on how crazy it's going to get when Kansas City Royals win the World Series championship in the next few years in Kansas City? Anthony, they just won the World Series just 3-4 years ago back.
If you want my personal opinion, I think it's going to be a bit before we get to that level.
I think it's going to be at least probably another 8 years before we get back to World Series.
Top-notch catcher.
Salvi.
But I think we have some room to grow before we're going to end up getting. And I love my Royals. Don't get me wrong, but I just think we have some growing to do before we get back to that championship.
Spencer says, "I never knew they allowed food in, Tracy. I'm always tempted now to wheel in a cooler." I know, right?
You can.
You can bring your own food. You can bring your own food in.
The Lynn Project. Hey, girl, I was talking and thinking about you just this morning.
Yeah.
I think it was this morning. Hey, good to see you.
What's going on, Lynn? Hope you and your family are doing well. You just missed Mama's rant. You should have been here for that.
Mama has a soapbox, my friend.
She got completely up and on her soapbox.
My Disney soapbox. Get it?
So that's talk about the fire backstage last Thursday night at Disneyland.
Okay, I heard something had happened. I didn't know what it was. I like the fact that the what's his name on Carousel Progress?
Oh, John lost his hand.
John lost his hand. Prosthetics weren't a thing back then.
Not funny. Okay, so the fire backstage, I heard several things, but basically from someone that was out of Disneyland, they said really it was no big deal. Anything to deal with Disney that's news, they're going to make it bigger than it is. The press is.
It's like when the belt was
it sounded like it was a small brush fire back there. No big deal. Nobody was hurt. No property loss. That's what it sounded like to me. So,
fire was out pretty quick. Well, that's like the when the.
See, my understanding was it started backstage at the Jungle Cruise, but I didn't. From what we understood, there was really no damage.
Is there a backstage?
I don't know. I'll have to go read on it. We'll see. The beautiful Tinkerbell and her very, 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 very old. Why has he got to use so many varies? Very old husband, Airwolf. What's going on, Willie Parker?
I don't know.
Kelly, did Disney lift the ban on allowing people to bring their own food into the parks? Because I remember when I used to have annual passes, they never allowed you to bring in food. As far as I've ever known, from 2003 on, you've been able to bring your own food in the park.
You just can't bring an opened, like you can't bring a half-drank Coke bottle. So you have to either be an unopened bottle of water or purchase it in the park.
We brought coolers in with Coke. Water, lunches, sandwiches,
whatnot.
Back in the early days when we tried to save a nickel.
I haven't really seen anybody hauling around a cooler.
I don't think you can bring like a pull cooler, but the bag coolers, many people bring in the bag coolers.
Tracy says, I don't think they let coolers come in.
They don't let you bring like a whole cooler on wheels with you, but they'll let you bring coolers. And if you think about it, I know with Mama's scooter, we had one that would hold 8 bottles of water. Throw ice in it, 8 bottles of water. You saved, 8 bottles of water at $2.50 a piece. You saved quite a bit of money. Then you can refill the bottles.
Moment says you can't bring in loose ice. It has to be an ice pack. We would take our water bottles and freeze them, and then put them in our bag, and it would serve 2 purposes. It would keep our food cold, but it also gave us nice, fresh, cool water to drink throughout the day.
Yep.
Double bonus.
And he says, honestly, if you're on a budget, you really can't afford to be paying $20, $30 for a park food at Disney, and it makes more sense to bring your own food. I will tell you, I tell people this: eat at Disney, eat smartly, look at it, because you can get good things. I mean, some of the snacks that you can get for $7 are a meal. If you really look at it. But as far as getting popcorn or getting a churro, you love those things. They're nice snacks, but why don't you go buy a box of granola bars and throw them in the cooler and give them to the kids on the way? You can save a ton of money if you're trying to save a little bit of money.
Tracy says share the food.
Maybe that's what we do. That's what we do, Tracy. We will buy one thing and then we'll split it and we'll share it.
Other than ice cream, Mama don't share her ice cream.
Some of the things you can get. I mean, well, just think about it. The cinnamon roll at Gaston's Tavern.
Yeah, we shared that between 3 of us.
That's breakfast for 3 people right there.
Yeah,
I mean, 2 people depending on how hungry you are. You just get a big cinnamon roll. There's other places where you get a cinnamon roll as big as a Mickey's head, right? The ears are like this big. It's a great big cinnamon roll. That'll feed 3 or 4 people.
Donna said I got ice cream and I was full. I'm down for ice cream every meal.
Yes, you are.
Yes, I am.
So there's always an opportunity to share, save a little bit of money.
Do you remember, does anybody else remember the first time that we went to Disney World with the girls? Remember they used to have the McDonald's French fry kiosks everywhere?
Everybody's been talking about that lately. Have you noticed that?
God, well, the last time we were there, I'm like, you know what? There used to be a McDonald's kiosk right here.
Yeah.
And
you get a McDonald's fries at Epcot. You can get a Magic Kingdom over there by Pirates, I think is where it was.
When your body processes the potato, then it naturally creates
thirst.
Well, not thirst.
Because they're salty.
It gives you energy. It's a carbohydrate, so it gives you quick energy. Not like long. Oh, you don't know these things, do you?
I'm just listening.
Oh,
You're so smart.
They didn't teach you that in EMT paramedic fire school. It was bad for them.
It's going to be a long day, folks. So Lisa says you can bring food in a soft-sided cooler and drinks, but no glass bottles. Yes, that is a good point. There is no glass bottles allowed.
How many people?
Ice, they stopped doing that because people were literally, this is crazy. They were literally dumping their ice out on the ground, causing problems. It was just a mess.
How many people and legit, I did this, packed their metal straws to take into Disney. Because this girl had 2 metal straws in her purse at all times so that I could drink out of a beverage without having paper nasties filling my mouth.
Get your soapbox, Mama.
Oh, and by the way, for all of you that laughed at me for having gloves in my purse on our last visit to Disney, how y'all feel about last night? Were your hands a little bit chilly? Mama had gloves.
So I give Disney a lot of props. Everybody says they really have bashed on the paper straw thing. I get it, but think about it. Millions of people, millions of straws a day. I get it.
Donna,
I just wish they were better.
It varies by the mood, quite honestly. Like I love vanilla bean, like that you buy at the store. But don't they have like a sweet cream? Wasn't there a sweet cream at what's the name of that ice cream place on the corner of the hub? Anyway, wherever it is, I think they had a sweet cream. So I would get like the sweet cream and the chocolate if I was But I'd be down for a
yeah, Monarch no moments. That's a good point. If you're staying off property, some places give free breakfast.
I do that. I bring my plastic straw and then my silicone bendy straw. There you go. I'm just not a fan of the paper straws because they disintegrate before you have time to, especially the drink with the little poppy beads at Pandora. Mm-hmm. By the time you get to the little poppy things, your straw is disintegrating. It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's like
it's eco-friendly. So
here's my thing. It's like buying rapidly dissolving toilet paper. Just how rapidly just how fast rapidly are we talking here? I mean,
see, it's a bathroom thing. We always get back to the bathroom.
Anthony Manzano says the only Disney food that I'm usually excited about to get is the turkey legs. I'm not
Somebody said it wasn't really turkey legs.
No, they're turkey legs, and they're not from female turkeys. They're from male turkeys. That's why they're so big. But they're not as tender and juicy and nice.
Tom's turkey is pretty tough.
Tom's tough and to get them that big, they gotta get older.
Speaking of tough Tom, so I have this. Please tell me I'm not the only pretty person in the chat when I say this. But I was just randomly doing something, cleaning house. I don't know what I was doing. And all of a sudden I looked at Kelly and went, "Oh, I get it." And he goes, "You just now got it?" You know, the paging Tom Morrow, Mr. Tom Morrow. Okay, so like Tom Morrow is TOMMORROW. So you're actually spelling tomorrow. And they do that just as you're passing the little model of what Epcot was supposed to be like. And so I was like, oh.
Please understand this is what I live with.
Please tell me I'm not the only one that was like, why in the world do they ask him for Tom Morrow? Who in the world is Tom Morrow? I've always been completely confused at that moment on the People Mover. And now I know they're talking about tomorrow.
I just noticed that chat absolutely stopped.
Did y'all leave me? It's so pretty, Mama.
Oh,
I didn't know.
I laughed so hard last night when she told me that.
I 100% legitimate was like, oh.
Swaggy says, I down that Pandora drink so fast that my straw is fine, but I really don't care for the paper straws. Yeah.
That was a good
Swaggy. Thank you.
God bless you, Kelly. Swaggy. Swaggy, come on. I got that Tom Morrow the first time I saw him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tom
Morrow.
That's so funny. All right.
That's why Nate's channel is paging Mr. Morrow.
So we will have to see. We're going to have to see.
Wait, what? Oh, his name's not Tom though, right? Right? Tracy, right?
What?
Because that'd be kind of funny. If Tom Morrow had a channel called Tom Morrow or paging Mr. Morrow. Tom Morrow? Paging Mr.
You talking about paging Mr. Morrow's channel?
Yes, I asked if his name was Tom. See, it's Nate.
See?
Okay.
Help me.
Lisa, can you please drop the link
Right.
to Meyers and the Mouse?
Lynn, I'm going to hook you and Mama up. You
Be
two,
nice to me.
You two need to get together
I
and
need-
spend a week down
Yeah,
there.
Lisa, that's pretty much how I feel right now.
Okay.
It's just-
So I think the biggest thing is,
I can hear the angels singing.
and I want to say this again. This is not what Disney has released. They've not said this is what they're doing.
It's rumor, y'all.
But it is, they're very much talking about it. They're not denying it, but they're setting us up for it.
Yes, girl, we would.
They talked about the new Disney Genie app, replacing the My Disney Experience app. They talked about that. They're
I'm
setting us
excited
up
for that
it.
just because it's called Genie.
An interview
Like,
with the person now in charge of Disney World. Said-
Spencer, I love you. Spencer. Spencer, you rock. See, now we know. Now we know, Spencer. What?
Nothing.
Spencer said all those years writing People Mover. I didn't know that. See?
I'm just laughing at you because you and I've had this conversation. You still didn't realize it.
I booked
Lynn
my
probably
March
says-
or May trips yet.
Oh,
I
I haven't.
booked mine.
Neither have we, Lynn. Neither have we. We're
I'm
trying
trying.
to figure it out.
Hi,
March
Lisa.
is looking pretty scary, Lynn. I don't know if you've been looking, but March is
1 out of 27.
pretty
Mama.
expensive right now. It's pretty booked right now. It's pretty everything right
They're in
now.
the
Crowd
red
calendar,
zone.
9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 3 weeks out of March.
Guess when spring break is, my friends?
All right.
Right in the middle of all that.
Disney Everett says I'll be there in October for the 50th anniversary. Awesome.
Wait a minute. And also know on the TTA, when they're talking about Mr. Jones, it was the character from the original Mission to Mars over Tomorrowland. When does it talk about Mr. Jones?
Yeah, there's a report to Mr. Jones about your something or another.
Mama,
I have
what's
to look.
happening to you? It seems like you're losing your mind already.
Tracy's got a room in
Anything is
April.
so true.
Tracy's got a room in April.
Oh, Tracy.
I know. We're having
Tracy's
to wait till
doing the race though.
I think we're having to wait till March.
Are you going to take that mullet with you?
plan our next trip? Oh, that was wrong. Anthony,
Who
she's always
said
been like that, but we love her. I know, Lisa.
I am what I am.
Guys,
Love me or leave me.
only thing new for us is we do have some new merch out. The new link, the correct link, everything is good to go with Spreadshirt and us right now is down in the
Oh.
link below. Click on that, go to Spreadshirt. You can type in Meyers and the
Messed up,
Mouse.
Mama.
It will take you.
Tracy, dude, I'm just playing. Don't be mad, please. I'm totally just
I
playing.
love Tracy's
I'm gonna
awesome.
go get out the yearbooks for Thursday, right? We're doing Throwback Thursday.
I think we are.
Okay, Throwback Thursdays on Thursday. You gonna get it? I'm gonna go get the yearbooks. I got you, buddy. It's Kelly's turn to go down.
Spend some more.
I can't be bribed with Disney gift cards.
So if you guys check out, there is all kinds of
I worked
stuff.
hard on that mullet. Why do you talk so much?
I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
No,
baby.
I'm good.
Love you.
I'm
Go
talking
ahead.
to my friends.
So there's all kinds of stuff in the merch shop. There's coffee mugs. There are some pens in that shop. There are t-shirts, sweatshirts, dog bandanas, because somebody's all about having the zoo.
We have a girl dog. We need a
is
dog dress.
All kinds. Oh, do not say that the link is not working.
Wait. Okay, so wait. Yesterday, they had to go into where it says info and actually click on it there, and they were able to get it to pull up.
They were.
Yes.
Well, I'm just going to pull it up right now because we're going to put it in the chat because that's making me crazy that these links that
That's all it
Disney
takes
says.
to make you crazy.
No, I've been married to you a very long time.
Got a few windows open?
Just a couple.
Dang, dude.
It's coming, guys. So, Mama, what do you got coming this week?
Tomorrow is Craft and Chat on Paper, Scissors, and Vacations channel at 11 o'clock Central Time. We're always anxious to have new friends on the chat. So if you are interested in being part of the actual chat, then I encourage you to reach out to either myself or to Paper, Scissors, and Vacations and let us know so we can send you a link and kind of go through all of that amazingness. And then Wednesday is Preserving the Magic. I actually think I'm going to pre-do a craft. What I'd like to get to doing is being able to show you a picture of what we're making and then give you measurements and a material list so that if you wanted to do it at this with me, you absolutely could, or you could go back and watch the video and do it. Okay, mister. Okay, guys. Like, I can't start the stream unless I clap real loud.
Welcome in.
Welcome in.
All right.
Okay,
I did drop the link in the chat there. That is the link to the Spreadshirt shop.
That works, Lisa. Link works.
Good. Thank you, Lisa. Spencer says link works great. Guys, we appreciate y'all so much.
A tutu. That is so right, Mike Wheeler.
What?
You need a tutu for the female dog.
I don't teach her how to do ballerina dances so she can do it with Steve.
Wow. I didn't read that far into it, but I'm like, ooh, Myers and the Mouse tutu. We so need that. Kelly, I don't know personally. Oh, Anthony, he has braces on his legs.
No, yeah, they're on his legs, not on his teeth. Michaela had braces on her teeth when she was younger. Taylor has braces on his legs, and he only has to wear them at night because the last surgery was amazing. Thoughts and prayers from you guys were so helpful. And so his surgery was a huge success. Matter of fact, the doctor was very, very pleased with the results. Taylor's very pleased with the results. We're ecstatic.
Up to Taylor now to keep those results because they could slip away real quick if he doesn't take good care of himself.
Lisa, I will do that. I'm gonna.
Mickey Siding says,
I did it the other day. I'll do it again. We'll see what happens.
Love the shirts. Now we had our very first subscriber purchased our very first piece of merchandise. Do we put the picture of that on?
Mm-hmm.
We did.
Yeah, we brought it up last week. I actually put it. I didn't put it on Instagram, but the shirt with the red sleeves was the first.
It looks so darn cute.
It is. It came out okay. We're pretty happy about it. And
I gotta go buy me one.
Another thing that we're probably going to be buying a bunch of our own shirts here pretty soon.
I want a zip up jacket. I don't want a shirt.
All right, Swaggy, thank you for stopping in here, guys. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate you spending time with us. Mickey Sidings, yes, he is doing really, really well. He's pretty excited. We bought him a new pair of shoes, which was a whole new experience for him because he wasn't able to. We had to really be picky about shoes because of the way his feet were. The top of the shoe could not be real tight and had to allow room for breathing and all this other stuff. And now that his feet are flat, we don't have to worry about that. So he was able to basically go, that's the shoes I want. We gave him those shoes, and he is doing phenomenal in them. So
yes, he is.
It's fun.
Mike Wheeler put out and one last minute thing for Mama's craft that she is making me. If you want to submit a photo, just email it to her as soon as possible. What are you looking for? What are you looking for?
There's a fan above us, and then when it's spinning, it's making this flash up here. That's what you're seeing. Somebody said there's something behind us is flashing.
Do you hear voices? Anyway, so yes, Mike asked me to put it out to everyone in the community that if you want to help with his scrapbook, then email photos to me, and then I'll go ahead and print them and put them in the book. And that's open to anyone in the community. So we haven't reached out to specific people. It's just anyone in the community. If you'd like to provide a trip, it would absolutely be.
She can't read and talk.
I can't read and talk. So the Limb Project, absolutely, I'm down. Okay. Anyway, anybody wants to provide pictures, get them to me like the end of tomorrow. What I may have to do is go ahead and send the book as it is now, but then I'll make additional pages to be able to send for him to add.
Well, you have a deadline, though.
No, we really don't have a deadline. We may save shipping if we just take it down ourselves.
Then we'd have to see Mike Wheeler again, and
And if you're wondering what book we're talking about, I made a.
Lynn, she'll get in touch with you.
Yes, I will.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. Seriously, I do.
I saw it, Mr. Parker. Yeah, it means a lot that people want to send photos, and it just makes a book even more special than it already is. You're welcome, Mike. All right, guys, we're going to let you go. We're over our hour for sure. Honey, do you have anything else to add?
You really want to ask me that?
Okay. Well, it was great seeing you all. Thank you so much for being here.
He's like the one that says, "Hi, ma'am. How are you today?" You notice you usually just say, "Oh, I'm fine," What if you just once said, oh my God, my life sucks. And you went on with like a 20-minute conversation because they asked how you are. Because when you ask that, you should be genuine and say, how are you today? And willing to accept whatever remark that you get back.
Mm-hmm.
Not just the, I'm good, how are you? And then move on with your big old shopping cart of groceries.
I'm taking away your soapbox. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. We do really appreciate y'all, all your support. We enjoy spending time with you guys. Have a great.
Pop over and see Steve, guys. Oh my gosh. I have something in my eyeball.
Yeah.
Pop over and see Steve. I think we need to start a.
I think if you go over, if Steve's still live streaming, make sure you tell him.
Should we do more tacos?
More tacos. More tacos.
More tacos.
More tacos.
Absolutely.
Go to Steve and say more tacos.
And we'll be there. So we will see you over there with Steve.
And we'll see you on our next stream.
We got to offer some condolences about the phone.
Next Saturday. We'll see you guys at noon Central Time. Have a great one, guys.
See you tomorrow.